And we're the Gorgeous Geeks. And today we're going to talk about something near and dear to my heart. Our top 10 favorite animes.
Yep. Our top 10 favorite. Not saying it's the top 10 best animes that's ever been created or that's out there.
Although I think some of the ones on the list are arguably, you can't deny it.
Yeah, but they're just our favorite. Okay? So number 10 is one of my favorite ones, and that's Samurai Champloo.
She fought to put this on the list, by the way.
I did fight to put on the list because even though it wasn't action-packed every single episode, it was still very entertaining. Every episode, I loved it. Some episodes I could watch over and over and over again and just
some episodes you can't watch over and over again. The funny stuff did happen, and like the fight scene in the first Jin and Mugen fight was really, really good, and their chemistry with each other and Fu and Mugen, how they would argue and stuff like that. That was so great.
Funny. It was great. It was really.
But there were some episodes I'm just like, and then there weren't that many of them either.
I know, but from the snippet
and then
they gave us, it was still really good. I know, but it was still good. It was a good appetizer.
It was good. It was good, but
it was a good appetizer to the main course that is Japan.
Okay.
Yep, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
I did think it was cool, the samurai, I don't know, hip-hop thing they had going on.
That was awesome. It was like breakdance, samurai, awesomeness.
With music and just...
It was awesome.
It was a cool, different flavor to it. I liked it.
I loved it. Loved it so much. Number 9 is Escaflowne. And I think that should just be on the list because of the score of the show.
It did have a fantastic musical score.
It's just a story that you can easily get into and fall into and just get addicted to.
And then you're waiting. It did have good romance in there too, like
between Vaughn and Hitomi. You're just waiting for them to get together.
But then she likes Alan too. But then Alan is there's whole Merlerna thing, and it was just that romance. You're wondering what's gonna happen. You really want her to end up.
And then there was the whole scandal with Vaughn and his brother, and then what happened to him in his past. And then the whole why is Escaflowne so much more powerful and better than any other?
And then Alan's sister.
Yeah, I can't even tell you about Alan's sister. I can't, because if somebody hasn't seen it, I don't want to spoil it for you. But the story, every character has a really good story behind it. Like if it was a TV series, like kind of like Lost, like every character has their own story. That's how Escaflowne was. Every character had their own little story going on. Well, we're not going to get on Lost because we'll be here all day. Okay. But that's how Escaflowne was, and that's why it was so addicting. It was almost kind of like a soap opera type thing, and it was really cool, and the ending to each story was really good as well. Number 8 is Yuyu Hakusho.
Now, Yuyu Hakusho, I must say, when I first started watching it, I'm just kind of watching it, and I'm like, oh, this is like on around Dragon Ball Z time. I can sit and kick back and watch Little Toonami, and that was that. I didn't really find it, too fantastic or addictive or whatever. But for some fun, Cartoon Network didn't show like the last season or two, so we borrowed it from a friend. And then when I started watching, I'm like, you know what? I really enjoyed this show.
The last 2 seasons were so good. Like, I absolutely loved it.
The Dark Tournament was really good too.
Okay, well, anyways,
the beginning it was kind of.
Well, it was.
They were
what was going on.
You were figuring out stuff. They were learning stuff. It was evolving, and then I liked what it evolved into.
It never, it just never peaked and then came down. It just continuously kept growing and growing and growing and growing and growing. The end of that show was just. It was just amazing. Like the whole Demon King series. I mean, that was awesome.
I thought it was very interesting.
It was so clever.
That Yusuke himself ended up being a demon. He's the spirit detective, and all of a sudden, like, hey, guess what? He has an ancestor way back when, and he has demon blood in him, and now he's strong enough to become a demon, and then he went and he had to become trying to be king of the whole demon world. It was just very interesting, and I loved when he met his ancestor and he was talking about how he got together with his ancestor. The female ancestor.
He's like, there was nothing else to do, so we made love.
No, Yusuke's like, so what did you do next? He's like, we made love, like, duh. It was just really funny. It was just, and I love Kuwabara. He is not a gay Vegeta. Even though he likes kittens.
Kuwabara was awesome.
Kuwabara was funny, and then he's like, that's the power of love, baby. Just his whole thing and it's funny because he liked blue-haired women too. Every like blue-haired chick he saw, that was just because first he liked Botan, and then he was in love with Yukina, and then Hiei. You found out Hiei's past. And for a long time, you know that Yukina is his sister. Everybody like knows except for Kuwabara.
Hiei was so
Yukina.
cool from the beginning. I liked Hiei.
Hiei is like, to me, he's like he's even a little meaner than Vegeta. If you took
everything just goes back to Vegeta.
If you took a Kuwabara and you matched him with a Hiei, I think you'd get Vegeta.
I don't know, Kuwabara was just a little too...
Yeah, but Hiei's meanness would balance it out.
Yeah, possibly.
Not like beginning Vegeta, no.
Like GT Vegeta? Like GT Vegeta.
It could maybe even into Dragon Ball Z Vegeta.
Maybe, I don't know. Possibly. Okay. Well, next on the list is Inuyasha.
Inuyasha, the Naraku show. Well, when I first saw Inuyasha, I didn't come on at the very beginning. It was the episode when Kikyo first came back, and I'm just like, dang, this is good. And they just explained the situation with Kikyo. Everybody had like this tragic backstory, but their backstory, it was still like so good. Sango was she just kicked butt. And
her backstory was sad.
So sad.
Moroku's backstory was sad.
But then he's touching all the time, and he's a funny character still.
Yeah, I mean they all had like this horrible dark past, but they were all like characters besides Kikyo. And that's the thing about Inuyasha, they kept bringing in these other characters that were very interesting. But I think they messed up because they brought in a character that was too cool, and so therefore you didn't even care about the rest of the characters. Because when they brought in Shishomaru, nobody cared about Inuyasha anymore.
Well, I like Inuyasha, but I'm just like, dang, just get rid of it.
Shishomaru should just have his own show.
So if there was a Shishomaru show, Inuyasha wouldn't be on this list. Inuyasha wouldn't be on this list. Shishomaru show would be on this list.
Shishomaru was so cool. He was... even with one, it was like he
David
lost his
K
arm,
has like the great. I'm sorry, Christopher Sabat and whoever else, but David K just has a phenomenal voice. If you watch a commercial right now, if you watch like our TV, maybe you might even hear David K because his voice is everywhere, and he just did a fantastic show.
Watch Inuyasha just in case.
I do have a tape montage of Shishomaru episodes. I do. I might watch it tonight, actually. But I do, like, all his moments, I have them.
Shishomaru and Koga. I thought Koga was really cool, too. I liked Koga. Anyways. Next on our list is Case Closed.
Case Closed. It is, like, still ongoing. It is maybe, perhaps, too long. But that was a really cool show. When they had a 2-part episode, I'm like, and if it came on the weekend, you're like, no, I can't wait till Monday to figure out who killed the person.
Right. If anybody wants to argue of Case Closed not being such a really great anime, just think about all the CSIs, all the Law and Orders, all the the shows that's out there right now. Everybody loves a mystery show and trying to figure out who the killer is by the end of the episode. If it stretched on for episodes and episodes and episodes, then yeah, it might get boring and old. But
there's a new case every episode. And then the whole time, the constant thing is you have this kid who's not really a kid, and his girlfriend is right there, and she's looking for Jimmy Kudo, and she wants to be with him, and he's right there, but you can't be with him because we don't want you to rape this child.
Well, I don't think she'd rape him, but he just doesn't want her upset. He doesn't want to upset her. But yeah, it was just a really good show. Everybody loves a good mystery.